The girl died in the 10th year of the prince's love for her. That day, a sky full of heavy snow sent her soul on its final journey, while the blazing fire behind her became the funeral dirge the prince offered in her honor. From then on, the prince, who had never believed in gods or Buddhas, began to pray and seek divine intervention, clinging to the faintest hope of bringing her back to life. It turned out that on the day news arrived of her husband's death in battle, the girl was preparing to keep vigil for him when she heard movement from inside the room. Her husband's younger brother, who had assumed his identity, was entangled with a scheming woman. The girl heard everything from outside the door and pushed it open in a fury. She rushed forward and slapped the younger brother hard across the face, condemning him for faking his death and impersonating her husband. But the younger brother showed no remorse, arrogantly claiming he could inherit both family lines. The scheming woman beside him could not tolerate the girl's presence and declared she was already carrying the scoundrel's child. Upon hearing this, the scoundrel shoved the girl away, brutally kicked her in the abdomen, while the scheming woman strangled her from behind. In his final moments, the scoundrel even triumphantly admitted that he was the one who had murdered the girl's entire family. As the girl lay motionless on the ground, the wicked pair thought everything was settled. Little did they know, the prince arrived just then with his guards. When he saw the girl lying there, he rushed anxiously to her side. The prince swiftly drew his blade and ended both of their lives. Heartbroken, he cradled the girl in his arms. The only thing left for him to do now was to ensure that every person who had harmed her was utterly destroyed. At that very moment, the girl opened her eyes once more. She had returned to a time before all the tragedy began. She swore she would not let that wicked pair off easily. Immediately, she turned and went to seek an audience with the matriarch, seizing the opportunity to request a divorce decree so she could leave this place of misfortune. But the matriarch used the child as an excuse to keep the girl bound to the household. In her previous life, it was for the sake of the child that the girl had chosen not to leave, ultimately meeting a tragic end. This time, her resolve was firm: she must leave, with no room for compromise.